Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night? A quiet worry gnawing at the edges of your thoughts. Perhaps it's a concern that you wouldn't dare voice out loud. A silent fear about what the future truly holds as we journey beyond our 80th year. It's a painful reality that many of us carry these unspoken burdens. These anxieties about losing what we hold most dear, our peace and our dignity. We live in a world where we're often encouraged to focus on the brighter side, which is wonderful. But sometimes, by not acknowledging the shadows, we allow them to grow bigger in our minds. But what if I told you that these very fears, the ones that whisper in the quiet hours, are not unique to you? What if admitting them is the first step towards disarming them, towards building a shield of strength and serenity around yourself? In this conversation, we're going to bravely look at the 5 biggest fears seniors face after 80 that no one really talks about. More importantly, we'll discover practical, compassionate ways to protect your peace and your dignity, ensuring your later years are not just long, but also deeply fulfilling and truly your own. Stay with me until the very end, because I have something that will genuinely surprise you. A perspective that could shift everything. Let's dive right into the first profound concern that often weighs heavily on the hearts of those over 80. The deep-seated fear of losing independence and autonomy. It's a terrifying prospect, isn't it? The thought of no longer being able to drive to the shops, prepare your own meals, manage your own finances, or even simply get up and move around your home without assistance. This fear isn't just about physical limitations. It's about the loss of control, the diminishing of choice, the feeling that your life is no longer entirely your own to direct. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing you can't navigate your own home without help, or that decisions about your daily life are being made for you, rather than by you. This can feel like a profound betrayal of self, a stripping away of the very essence of who you are and have always been. The emotional toll can be immense, leading to feelings of frustration, sadness, and even a quiet despair. But here's the powerful truth. While our physical capabilities may shift with time, our spirit of independence doesn't have to wane. We can proactively safeguard our autonomy in powerful ways. One of the most important steps is to make your living environment work for you, not against you. Think about simple adaptations: grab bars in the bathroom, non-slip mats, clearer pathways, brighter lighting. These aren't signs of weakness. They are intelligent choices that extend your ability to live safely and independently in your cherished home. Consider also embracing technology, not as a challenge, but as an ally. Voice-activated assistants can help you make calls, set reminders, or even control lights, all without lifting a finger. Automated medication dispensers ensure you never miss a dose, maintaining your health with ease. Beyond the physical space, maintaining your physical activity is paramount. It's not about running marathons. It's about consistent movement. Even gentle daily walks, chair exercises, or simple stretching routines can make a remarkable difference in maintaining strength, balance, and flexibility. Every step you take, every stretch you make, is a declaration of your ongoing commitment to your own independence. And let's not forget the power of mental engagement. Keeping your mind sharp is just as crucial as keeping your body active. Engage in activities that challenge your brain: reading, puzzles, learning a new hobby, or even simply discussing current events with friends. The more you use your mind, the more resilient it becomes, helping you to continue making your own decisions and managing your own affairs. Proactive planning is another cornerstone in preserving your independence. Discuss your wishes with trusted family members or friends well in advance. Talk about what kind of support you envision for yourself, what your preferences are regarding your living situation, and how you wish your affairs to be managed if a time comes when you need more help. Having these conversations while you are well and strong ensures that your voice and your preferences are heard and respected, giving you peace of mind that your autonomy will be honored. This leads us to the second profound fear, one that often intertwines with the first, the fear of becoming a burden. This is a common and deeply painful worry. It's the quiet apprehension that your needs, whether financial, physical, or emotional, might become too much for your loved ones to handle. You worry about causing stress, inconvenience, or even resentment. You've spent a lifetime being independent, perhaps even being the caregiver. And the idea of reversing that role can feel profoundly uncomfortable, even shameful to some. You might hesitate to ask for help, even when you truly need it, because you don't want to impose. You might start to feel guilty about existing, about needing support, about the resources that might be expended on your care. This fear can lead to isolation, as you might withdraw to avoid needing anything from anyone. It can also lead to poor self-care, as you might neglect your own needs rather than bothering someone for assistance. But remember, accepting support is not a sign of weakness. It's a recognition of our shared human connection and interdependence. Just as we've discussed how important it is to prepare for maintaining independence, we must also prepare for how we might graciously accept help when it's genuinely needed, transforming the fear of being a burden into an opportunity for connection. A vital step here is open and honest communication with your family. Instead of assuming their thoughts or trying to protect them by keeping your worries secret, initiate conversations, express your concerns about becoming a burden, and listen to their perspectives. You might be surprised to find that they view caring for you as a privilege, an expression of love, or a way to reciprocate the care you've given them throughout your life. Many families find strength in supporting each other, and allowing them to help you can actually deepen your bond, not strain it. Consider financial planning specifically with long-term care in mind. While it might feel daunting, exploring options like long-term care insurance, or simply understanding your assets and how they could be used to support your future needs, can alleviate a significant portion of this financial worry. Knowing that you've done your part to plan for potential costs can reduce the feeling of being a drain on your loved one's resources. Furthermore, focus on the ways you can continue to contribute, even if those contributions look different than they once did. Your wisdom, your life experience, your calm presence, your stories. These are invaluable gifts that you continue to give. You might not be able to physically help with heavy chores, but you can offer invaluable advice, listen with a compassionate ear, or share a laugh that brightens someone's day. These contributions, though intangible, are profoundly meaningful and demonstrate that you are still a vital, contributing member of your family and community. Lastly, practice the art of receiving. It can be hard for strong, independent people to accept help, but learning to do so with grace is an act of courage. When a loved one offers assistance, try to say thank you instead of "it's no trouble" or "I can do it myself." Allowing others to help you is also a gift to them, giving them the joy of providing care. Embracing this mindset can transform the fear of being a burden into the comfort of being cared for, and truly being cherished. Moving on from the practicalities of independence and managing family expectations, another significant fear often quietly surfaces: the profound fear of social isolation and loneliness. As we age, our social circles can naturally shrink. Friends may move away or pass on. Spouses might be lost, and mobility challenges can make it harder to get out and connect. The world can feel like it's becoming smaller, leading to a deep, aching sense of loneliness, of being forgotten or left behind. It's not just about being physically alone. It's about feeling disconnected, unheard, and unseen. This fear can cast a long shadow, dimming the vibrancy of daily life and even impacting one's physical health. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and genuine connection is as vital as food and water for our well-being. When those connections diminish, it can lead to sadness, anxiety, and a feeling of profound emptiness. The good news is that there are many proactive and compassionate ways to combat this quiet threat, ensuring your social life remains rich and fulfilling. First, nurture the relationships you already have. Reach out to family members regularly, whether through phone calls, video chats, or visits. Make an effort to connect with old friends, even if it's just a weekly phone call to share news and memories. These existing bonds are invaluable and often just need a little tending to flourish. Consider dedicating specific times each week to reach out to different people, making it a natural part of your routine. But don't stop there. Actively seek new connections. Look for opportunities in your local community. Senior centers often host a wide variety of activities, From card games and book clubs to exercise classes and communal meals, libraries frequently offer workshops and discussion groups. Volunteering, even just for a few hours a week, can be an incredible way to meet like-minded people who share your values and interests, and it provides a wonderful sense of purpose. Think about what truly interests you. Perhaps it's gardening, history, art, or a specific type of craft. There's likely a local group or club dedicated to it. If getting out and about is a challenge, embrace technology as a tool for connection. Video calls with grandchildren or distant relatives can bridge miles instantly, allowing you to see their faces and share their lives. There are also online communities and forums tailored for seniors, offering safe spaces to connect with people from all over the world who share similar experiences and interests. Learning to navigate these tools can open up a whole new world of social interaction right from your living room. The key is to be proactive and persistent. It might feel uncomfortable at first to step out of your comfort zone, but the rewards of new friendships and rekindled connections are immeasurable. Remember, true connection isn't about the quantity of people you know, but the quality of the relationships you foster. Even one or two meaningful connections can banish the deepest loneliness. Now, let's turn our attention to another fear that whispers to many, a fear that strikes at the very core of our identity, the fear of cognitive decline and memory loss. This isn't just about misplacing keys. It's the chilling thought of losing your sharp mind, your ability to recall cherished memories, to recognize loved ones, or to engage in meaningful conversations. It's the apprehension of losing yourself in a fog of forgetfulness, of being unable to process information or learn new things. This fear is incredibly valid. As our memories and cognitive abilities are so intertwined with who we are, the thought of losing those faculties can feel like a slow vanishing, a profound erosion of dignity. It can lead to anxiety, frustration, and a deep sadness as you observe subtle changes, even if they are minor. But here's the hopeful truth: while some cognitive changes are a natural part of aging, there are many powerful, proactive steps we can take to keep our brains robust, sharp, and resilient, significantly reducing the risk of severe decline. Think of your brain like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Engage in mentally stimulating activities regularly. This could mean learning a new language or a new skill, playing challenging board games or card games, tackling puzzles like Sudoku or crosswords, or simply reading widely and engaging in thoughtful discussions about books, articles, or current events. Variety is key, as different activities stimulate different parts of the brain. Beyond mental exercise, your lifestyle plays a huge role. What you eat profoundly impacts your brain health. Embrace a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Similar to the Mediterranean diet, incorporate foods high in omega-3 fatty acids, like fatty fish, such as salmon or mackerel, which are known to support brain function. Limit processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive saturated fats, as these can contribute to inflammation and negatively affect cognitive health. Physical activity, as we touched on earlier, is not just for the body but for the brain too. Regular exercise increases blood flow to the brain, delivers essential nutrients, and can even promote the growth of new brain cells. Even moderate activities like brisk walking, dancing, or gardening can make a significant difference. Aim for at least 30 minutes most days of the week. If your health allows, managing stress and getting quality sleep are also critical, yet often overlooked components of brain health. Chronic stress can be detrimental to memory and cognitive function, so find healthy ways to manage it, whether through meditation, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies you love, and aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Sleep is when your brain repairs itself and consolidates memories, so prioritize it. By adopting these brain-friendly habits, you're not just hoping to prevent decline. You're actively building a stronger, more resilient brain that will serve you well into your later years. Finally, we arrive at what might be the most unspoken and profound fear of all, one that strikes at the very core of our humanity and our right to choose: the fear of losing dignity and control over end-of-life decisions. This fear is not about death itself, but about the process leading up to it. It's the terrifying thought of being kept alive against your wishes, of suffering unnecessarily, of having your choices ignored, or of becoming completely reliant on others for the most intimate aspects of your care, without your voice being heard. It's the fear of a prolonged, undignified end, where your comfort, your values, and your personal autonomy are overlooked. This can be an incredibly isolating fear because it's so difficult to discuss openly. Yet, it's deeply important to address for your peace of mind and for the clarity of your loved ones. The good news is that this is perhaps the one area where you have the most direct control, even now. To safeguard your dignity and ensure your wishes are respected, the most crucial step here is to put your wishes in writing through what are called advance directives. This includes a living will, which specifies the medical treatments you do or do not want to receive in certain end-of-life situations, and a durable power of attorney for healthcare, where you designate a trusted person to make medical decisions on your behalf if you become unable to do so yourself. These legal documents are your powerful voice, speaking for you when you cannot. But having the documents isn't enough. You must also have open and honest conversations with your family and your doctors. Share your wishes clearly and calmly. Explain not just what you want, but why you want it. For example, clarify your stance on life support, pain management, or artificial nutrition and hydration. Discuss your values regarding quality of life versus prolongation of life. These conversations can be difficult, but they are an immense gift to your loved ones, sparing them the agony of guessing your wishes during a crisis. It empowers them to honor your choices with confidence and love. Remember, you have a right to choose your own path. Even when facing serious health decisions, educate yourself about different medical options and palliative care, which focuses on comfort and quality of life for people facing serious illnesses. The aim is to live fully, and when the time comes, to die with peace and dignity, on your own terms as much as possible. By addressing this fear proactively, you are not inviting the end. You are ensuring that your life, right up to its very last breath, reflects your values and your desires. You are claiming your sacred right to self-determination, giving yourself the ultimate peace of mind. We've explored some of the most profound, often unspoken fears that can arise as we journey past 80, the fear of losing our cherished independence, the worry of becoming a burden to those we love, the ache of social isolation, the apprehension of cognitive decline, and the deeply personal concern of losing dignity and control over our end-of-life choices. While these fears are deeply valid and understandable, what we've discovered together is that acknowledging them is the first step towards disarming them. It's about facing these shadows not with dread, but with wisdom, resilience, and proactive planning. We've talked about how safeguarding your independence involves adapting your living space, staying physically and mentally active, and proactively discussing your preferences. We've highlighted that managing the fear of being a burden comes from open communication with family, financial foresight, and the courageous act of graciously receiving help. We've seen how loneliness can be combated by nurturing existing bonds and bravely seeking new connections, whether in person or through technology. We've discussed how to nurture your brain, keeping it sharp and resilient through mental stimulation, nourishing foods, and prioritizing sleep. And perhaps most importantly, we've emphasized the power of advance directives and open conversations to protect your dignity and ensure your wishes are honored to the very end. Remember, your life experience is your superpower. You have navigated decades of change, faced countless challenges, and emerged with a wisdom that is unique to you. That same strength, that same capacity for adaptation, will guide you through these later years. Small, consistent efforts in these areas can accumulate into profound peace and protection for your dignity. It's not about perfection. It's about thoughtful, compassionate engagement with your own future. Every step you take today to plan, to connect, to care for yourself is an investment in your future well-being and your peace of mind. You are not alone in these fears, and you are far from powerless. In fact, you possess an incredible ability to shape your later years into a period of continued growth, joy, and deep personal satisfaction. Your voice matters, your wishes count, and your dignity is sacred. I truly want to hear from you. Which of these fears resonates most deeply with you? What steps are you already taking? Or what new steps will you consider after our conversation today? To protect your peace and dignity, share your thoughts, your experiences, your wisdom in the comments below. Your insights could be the very thing someone else needs to hear to feel less alone and more empowered. If this conversation resonated with you, if it offered even a flicker of comfort or clarity, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps more people find this message, and it tells me that this kind of open, honest discussion is valuable to you. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. We're building a community here dedicated to living our best lives at every age, with wisdom, joy, and profound respect for ourselves and each other. Thank you for joining me in this important conversation. You have earned the right to live your later years with profound peace, with unwavering dignity, and with a heart full of joy. Keep embracing life, keep learning, keep loving, and always remember the incredible value you bring to this world. Live your best life at every age.